All right, it's ended. Chelsea 4, Southampton nil. As always, please remember to smash that like button. The fact that I'm even back here again doing a live reaction to what we just witnessed. Yeah, give me your thoughts in the comment section. We're going to be having a look at some of the deeper details. Going to have a bit of a chat about where do we even go from now, and also to just generally applaud anyone that made the effort to get up to Stamford Bridge. It was a sold out away end yet again. So good on you to all those who've been there. We just literally come off the live watch along, which was has moments. Has moments. It was good fun to keep the conversation going. Just generally support everyone whilst we are enduring what we're looking at. I don't really know if I can put anything into constructive. It's Groundhog Day yet again. We've seen the same old kind of setup where three centre backs, which like it or hate it, it's just not working. And we've conceded three before half time, and really the game's gone. I thought it was a bit of a miracle. It was only four, if I'm honest. I thought there was probably at least three or four occasions where Cole Palmer should have scored and made it a lot worse than it already is. I understand we've now conceded 65 goals in this campaign already. I understand the record is 104. So someone alluded to the fact that it was with 39 points off, 39 goals off that. So, which looking at the fixtures we've got to come, sorry, fancy camera. Looking at the fixtures we've got to come, that's not entirely impossible. SFC Freddy over on. I'm live on TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. Didn't even know we had a Twitch account, but we do, and I'm using it. SFC Freddy over on TikTok saying terrible performance again today. Once again, it is pretty woeful. We're going to struggle to get top six next year from Raheem there. It's rough. It is really, really rough to see what's going to happen next season. I honestly think it's not going to be. We're not going to do a Luton. Okay, I think everyone can just put that one to bed because there's intent and there's finances behind it. And let's face it, we threw money at it last season and narrowly came up through the playoffs. But get your comments in. I'm going to be going through these as much as possible. Probably just going to be a quick show here tonight because, of course, we've already done 2 hours on the watch along, so we have plenty of discussion going on there as we generally drifted away from the action that was going on the pitch, just generally chat about. Is this as bad? Is this as bad as it's ever been? Is it worse than the Brentford days? Is it worse than those two horrible results that happened at St Mary's and at Old Trafford? Yes, because this is lasting a lot longer. Ben here. I've finally gone home. Look at that. You already were home, Ben. That's absolutely fine, though. But there we go. Isaac here. We are a disaster. How can we have been in the Premier League? I think this is partially down to the manager we started with, but also down to the board. Their appointments, their spending has been dreadful. That's the big question mark, I think, for a lot of people. It's like there's money that's been put into this club, but it's not been spent well. And the talent that we've got in, has it been managed correctly? We've got Charlie Alcaraz, who's now over at Everton, who looks to be doing good things, looks to be a lively looking player, similar to Matty Fernandez. So are we not utilising the talent that we've got coming in? We've already got the vultures circling to see who they're going to pick off for next season. Taylor Harwood-Bellis, Kyle Walker-Peters is going to be out of contract. Who else would you pick from the squads? Obviously Tyler Dibley is going to have a few eyeballs on him. And I think Mateus Fernandes is also going to have a few eyeballs on him as well. But that's the big question mark for me. Is like, what's going on? Because money has been spent, but where? Where's it going? And on what? And on who? And is it being properly managed? I mean, Ivan Jurek made a comment saying that the fact that, that under the last 4 managers, we haven't done well. So what's going on? What's going on? But Sports Republic realm has not been too successful on the pitch. So there will be questions being asked, and with a new technical director, not sporting director, technical director, is that going to make a difference? Is it going to be Ivan Jurek next season with a better, more affluent purse strings to be spending on the players that he wants. But kind of feels a bit like Groundhog Day in the sense that Man United keep employing top managers and it's just not working. It kind of has that feel to it. So it's ridiculous, yeah. Premier League, we're having a laugh here indeed. Delgo, indeed, it is just so sad to see. And I think the worst thing is the fact that we're a laughing stock and we're not competitive. We're not giving these teams a game when we're going on the road and inviting teams to St Mary's. We're just not competitive. We're not really performing at any level. Even if we were performing at a decent championship level, we'd still be able to grind out a few wins here and there. We'd be basically playing an FA Cup game every single fixture, but we're not even doing that. We're just not even close. And it's depressing. It's so depressing. Just somehow need one more win before the end of the season. Yep, we do. We just got to beat that. If we end the season on 9 points, oh my goodness, that will be. No, let's not even say it. Let's not even say it. I did have the score here. Not sure. Do I want to score up there? Do I? Does it help? Is it much better to see my name? No. Let's score up because then we know what we're talking about. At least trying to stay slightly on point. Silver lining is we have some championship proven loanies in that we can rely on and steady as ship next season. Charles Armstrong, Ronnie Edwards, but straight back up. Not at this rate. That's a good point. And I appreciate the positivity. Let's see here. We've been obsessed with youth that we've failed. We're not experienced enough. Good to have youth, but we're relying on them to keep us up. I think we've all been surprised by Tyler Dibling's abilities and being able to, the fact that he's got into the first team squad. And he's done very, very well. But it's just, you're right, it's not been enough. Do we look at the likes of Jayden Magoma, who then went to Brentford for 11 million? Would it be a good idea to keep hold of him? These are the things with FFP and PSR that means you have to sell your homegrown talent to basically make yourself financially stable. I don't like it, but what can you say? Josh, no relation. Jurek cannot be our manager next season, but there are more important things which need to go first. Agreed. It goes much deeper than the manager. James asking, do you think we'll get 11 points? I'm hoping we'll get 12. I'm really hoping we'll get 12. I think it'll be our chances Leicester away. That's all we can really hope for, if I'm honest. Or maybe a shock performance where someone has that absolute terrible game. I think we'll struggle at Everton now. If I'm honest, Ben, I think that's going to be a tough one. Danny Roll, Jury's not better than Russell Martin. I don't think Jurek has shown me too much yet, but hey, coming at this stage of the season, what can you do? Freddie over on TikTok asking, where will you finish next year? I'm hoping fighting for a playoff position. Heck, winning the league, that's where I hope to be. That was the question. Where do you hope to be? Callum Mossfair, you win another game this season? I hope so. At least one. That would be nice. Positive, we're at least spending money. Yeah. Spending money on absolute trust, yeah. And that is across the bit. But just have a look at the stats of the game. Not that I don't think it's going to tell us anything we don't already know. But we ended that game with 41% possession. We had a total of 7 shots. 2 on target, 2 off target. Not sure what happened to the other 3, but there we go. 374 passes. That's definitely not Russell Martin ball anymore, is it? We had 2 clear-cut chances. We had 2 corners, 0 offsides, and 2 yellow cards. Tells us nothing, really. Tells us nothing at all. Our next fixture, we've got the weekend off, people, because it's the FA Cup next. But next fixture is going to be Liverpool away. Let me see what else we've got covered up. Seriously, Liverpool away. Oh dear, why did they do that to us? Why did they do that to us? Yeah, we got Liverpool away Saturday the 8th of March, and then following that it is Wolverhampton and Wanderers at home, which ordinarily I would have hoped for something, but I think realistically Wolves are a completely different side now under a new manager. And yeah, and then we got Palace at home, Spurs away, Villa at home, West Ham away, Fulham at home, Leicester away, Man City and Everton, and then ending the season with Arsenal, who will have nothing to play for. So maybe they'll field a squad of youngsters, and we can grind ourselves over the line. It's a fruity asking, where do you guys go from here? It's it. Yeah, you guys are playing Sipor. Totally agree. And this the worst part about it. It's not the results anymore. It's not the results anymore. It's the fact that we're not even competing, and it's brutal to go and watch your side play football and just think like you're seeing nothing. You're seeing the same thing over and over again. It's absolutely brutal. And the next home game, if we're down 3-0 at half time, you're going to see another empty St Mary's. Because what's the point? What's the point? Why put yourself through it? It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Chuck Ballard out to get ready for the championship. Man has to go. He's got no passion. Give it to the under 21's coach. I feel sorry for Ramsdale. I also do feel so sorry for Ramsdale. He walked into an absolute fire pit, but he's getting plenty of practice. Loving the confidence, Bill. Don't worry, be back next season. Automatic promotion. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see us put a convincing squad together and push for a title. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. But a lot's got to change. A lot's got to change. Wayne says, Matt Letizia for manager, sort this lot out. He'd certainly speak facts, wouldn't he? Certainly speaks facts. Can I give my season ticket money specifically to Ramsdale, please? Yeah. Yeah, nice to think like, yeah, I want all of this to go to. For saying wasting money, yeah. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. Timothy saying, I put Lambert on the team sheet for the next game. He's got to be better than any of the other strikers in the squad. He's lost a bit of power, though, in that charity game. Did lose a bit of power. But there it is. I think that's generally my thoughts on the game. What can I say? It's the same old story. 3-0 down by half time. The second we concede the first, heads go down. I'm still not convinced with this defensive setup. We don't look solid. We don't look convincing at all. With this three centre back pairing, it just leaves through balls on all the time. We had Taylor Alvarez putting his hand up to flag for offside, and he was ahead. He was ahead of the Chelsea player with the ball, and he had his hand up saying he's offside. You're ahead of him, Taylor. So I just think there's a whole bunch of confusion there, and having that many at the back is just only going to leave routes through to goal, which seems mad when you've got that many defenders in play, but hey, that's what it is. What can we expect for the games to come? I really hope this time off is going to give Simon Rusk and Ivan Jurek time to work with the squad and to gel it back together and just to pull something out of it, really. As Stephen here saying, reset needed. Absolutely. Reset needed. Mike, I put a question in. Did you? You'll be in next to. That's not a question. That's a statement. Here we go. Sorry. Would you rather come back up or Aston Skates both stay in the championship? I'd rather come back up. I'd rather come back up and compete at the highest level and do it properly this time. That's what I'd rather. But hey, give us your thoughts in the chat section or the comment section if you're watching us on replay. But there it is. We've got Liverpool up next away and then Wolves at home. But like I said, I just really hope that this time gives Simon Rusk some time to work with this squad. Ivan Jurek, just to gel it into them. Gives us time to get some players back from injury as well. So we can actually make things a bit more solid. Get our heavy metal football that we've been promised. And also, who knows, maybe a clean sheet. Imagine that, we go to Anfield, get a clean sheet. Shock everyone. But there it is. But just a quick kind of insight into the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you're watching replay. And yeah, and we'll generally catch up with you. It's going to be a while to the next one, but who knows? Maybe see some more content coming out soon to talk about a few other bits around the club, but we'll see. But thanks so much for joining. If you watched us during the watch along as well, thank you so much for keeping me company during this dreadful result. But yeah, as always, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you as soon as possible. And hopefully things will get better. But no promises. Okay.